Hey YouTube, welcome to our look at iOS 10. This is Gallagher123123. This video I'm going to give a quick overview as to some of the stuff that's new, and also we're going to take a look inside the Voiceover settings. And in future videos I'll show you a bit more as to what's here. So let's get into it. I'm going to unlock the device that I'll be using. For most of these, we'll be looking at the update using the iPod Touch 6th generation, which I have here in my right hand. So, to start everything off, I'm just going to wake it up.
7:01 p.m.
And we have our new lock screen.
Saturday, September 10th. Press home to open. Button.
Right now it says press home to open. If you had a password, it would say press home to unlock, so we'll just press the home button.
FaceTime. 2 missed FaceTime calls.
And here we are. Our phone is unlocked, as you can see. So, what is new with iOS 10? There are many things. First off, Siri is now compatible with third-party apps. I haven't tested that yet. There is a smaller feature. There's a bedtime feature in the clock app, which can remind you of when to go to bed. Among a whole lot of improvements. This is probably one of the biggest iOS upgrades that we've seen in a while. So, let's take a look at what's new for accessibility, and in particular, Voiceover. So I'm going to open the Settings app.
Settings.
And double tap on it.
Settings. Voiceover. Back button.
And it turns out we're already here, but I will go back.
Voiceover. Voiceover. Accessibility. Accessibility. General. Settings. Back button. Settings.
And we'll just go to
Settings.
General.
Airplane. Wi-Fi. Bluetooth. Notifications. Control. Do not disturb. General.
By flicking
button.
right, so we'll double tap when we find General. Here it is.
Selected. General. Settings. Back button. General. About. Button.
And now we're going to flick right until we hear Accessibility.
Spotlights. Handoff. Accessibility. Button.
And double tap on Accessibility.
Selected. Accessibility. General. Back button. Accessibility. Vision. Heading.
So now we're at the Vision heading, so I'm just flicking right.
Voiceover. On. Button.
Voiceover is what we want, but I'll show you what else is here.
Zoom. Off. Button.
Zoom. That's been here before.
Magnifier. Off. Button.
Magnifier is a new feature that turns your iPhone or iPod Touch. Best way I can explain it is it turns it into a magnifier. So you could take a picture, or you could use the camera to look at something and it would be magnified.
Display accommodations. Off. Button.
Display accommodations, I'm not really 100% sure what they are.
Speech. Button.
Speech. I will be talking about speech a bit more later on.
Larger text. Off. Button.
Larger text.
Bold text.
Bold
off.
text.
Button shapes. Off.
Button shapes. That was introduced in 8, I believe.
Increase contrast. Button. Reduce motion. Off. On/off labels. Off. Interaction. Heading. Switch control. Off. Assistive touch. Off. Touch accommodations. Off.
So,
Button.
very similar.
Keyboard. Shape to undo. On. Call audio routing. Automatic. Home button. Button. Hearing. Heading. Hearing devices. Button. LED flash for alerts. Off. Mono audio. Off. Left-right stereo balance. Adjust the audio volume balance between left and right channels. Media. Heading. Subtitles and captioning. Button. Audio descriptions. Off. Learning. Heading.
So, same
Guide. Accessibility shortcut. Accessibility shortcut.
stuff we've had. Let's go into Voiceover.
Home button. Call audio. Shape to keyboard. Touch accommodate. Assistive. Switch. Interaction. On/off labels.
And
Off.
as I think of other features that are here, I'll,
Reduce, increase, button shape, bold text, larger text, speech, display magnify, zoom, voiceover.
I know I did a pretty horrible job at explaining what was new here, but we'll go into Voiceover.
Voiceover, accessibility, back button, voiceover, heading, voiceover, on.
So Voiceover is on.
Voiceover speaks items on the screen.
So just your little information about
Tap
it.
once to select an item. Double tap to activate the selected item. Swipe 3 fingers to scroll. Voiceover practice, button.
You got your standard Voiceover practice.
Speaking rate, heading.
Speaking rate. This used to be speech rate before, but it's now speaking rate.
Speaking rate, 80%, adjustable.
I'll slow it down a little.
70%, 60%. Speaking rate, heading. Speaking rate, 60%, adjustable. Use pitch change, off.
Use pitch change. These are settings that have been here before.
Verbosity, button.
Now here's something new. We have verbosity settings. So if I go in here.
Selected, verbosity, voiceover, Verbosity. Head. Speak hints. Off.
Now we have the speak hints control. I'm going to turn this on for this video series.
On. Emoji suffix. Off.
An emoji
Double tap to toggle setting.
suffix. This basically will make it so VoiceOver, after it speaks an emoji, will say the word emoji. So for instance, smiling face with horns emoji. In previous versions, it would just say smiling face with horns. Now, I believe this is off by default, which is good.
Speak the word emoji when images are read in text content. Speak the word emoji when images are read in text content.
So now we're going to go back.
Voiceover. Back button. Voiceover. Use pitch change. Off. Double tap to toggle setting. Verbosity. Button. Speech. Button.
Now speech, there are several new things in here,
Braille. Button.
but we'll go into speech later. Braille, I don't think
Selected.
there's much in
Voiceover.
terms of new
Back button.
stuff here, but
Braille. Braille display out. Braille display output. 8 dot.
we have Braille
Button.
display output 8 dot,
Braille display input. 6 dot. Button.
6 dot
Braille
input.
screen input. 6 dot. Button.
Braille screen input, that's your typical.
Status cell. Off. Equations use Nemeth code. On. Show on screen keyboard. Off. Turn pages when panning. On. While reading content, panning to the end of content will automatically turn the page. Double tap to toggle setting. Braille translation. English. Unified. Button. Alert display duration. 3S. Button. Choose a Braille display. Heading. Searching. Dip. In progress.
And there are no displays
In
here.
progress. Braille. Heading. Voiceover. Back button. Voiceover. Use pitch change. Off. Double tap to toggle setting. Verbosity. Speed. Braille. Audio. Rotor. Audio. Button.
Audio, you can go into audio,
Selected. Audio. Voiceover.
and you have
Use
settings
sound
for
effects. On.
sound effects
Audio ducking.
and
On.
audio ducking. Those are
Double
just the
tap.
other
Use audio.
switches.
Voiceover. Voiceover. Back button. Voiceover. Rotor. Typing. Audio. Braille. Audio. Typing style. Phonetic. Typing style.
Typing style,
Touch
touch
Button.
typing, same setting you've had before.
Phonetic feedback. Character and phonetics. Button.
Character feedback,
Typing feedback. Button. Modifier keys. Control plus option. Button.
modifier keys for Bluetooth keyboards,
Always speak notifications. Off.
always speak
Double tap to
notifications,
navigate images. Always. Large cursor. Off. Double tap timeout. Double tap timeout. 0.25s. Button.
Now that's about it. Now one other little change with VoiceOver is you're not going to hear screen locked anymore. So I'll show you that.
7:08 p.m.
You hear a new VoiceOver sound instead, which might take a bit of getting used to. Alright, well that's it for our first look at iOS 10. In the next video we're going to continue a bit and talk about some of the new speech, voices, and all that new cool stuff. So I hope you've enjoyed this first video helpful. See you in the next one.
Speech on. 8 minutes, 2 seconds.